Sorry, Doctor, matter of some emergency. Better go on to my own speed. Cheers. See you there. Try not to be too far behind.
Why? Do you fear this machine so much?
I fear nothing. It's just that I intend to go to Atlantis and I don't want my enemy to follow us. Now get on with it, you 17th century poltroons. I could have told you that wouldn't work, Captain Yates. Now, stand by to duck, for here comes the grand finale.
Sounds like a motorbike.
Yeah, but it's coming from the sky.
Doctor? There's something wrong with the engine.
Never. Why?
Well, listen, there's a funny noise.
What's up?
Listen. No, it can't be. Oh, yes, it can. It's displaced in time, but that's real enough. That's a V1.
What?
A V1, a Doodlebugger, buzz bomb. Germans used it towards the end of the Hindenburg War.
Well, what did they do?
Blew up sizable chunks of London. If that engine cuts out, then fall flat in your face, because that'll mean it's on the way down.
Look, there's a convoy.
Greyhound 3, Greyhound 3. Can you hear me, Captain Yates? Over. Yates, that thing is a bomb, and it's on its way to you. Over.
Joe, out of the car, get down.
Yates, get out of it, man. It's a bomb. It's a bomb. Get out of it, Yates.
Good grief! My goodness. Oh, wasn't that exciting? Crumbs. I hope Benton's okay. It didn't look good, did it? Yes, this is the final story of the season, The Monster of Time, or The Time Monster. Interesting to see the Master there again. I think he was only used twice in this season, whereas previously he'd been used in every story, and I think maybe the production team of Terrance Dicks, Barry Letts perhaps thought that was a little bit too much, and perhaps it didn't work using him in every story. Personally, I think he gives such a strong performance in the previous season that it kind of works, because it feels a bit like a story arc with him appearing in each of the programs. But I guess, as time went on, they thought perhaps it was good not to have too much of a brilliant thing, which of course he was. Really relishing that, wasn't he, with that chap with the long hair? Not quite sure what he's up to in this one. Looks like he's maybe bringing things forward from the past. There were the soldiers there, wasn't there, and the World War II bomber. So I think perhaps he's using some kind of time manipulation device by the looks of it. Wonderful to see Bessie there, wasn't it? Bessie goes so fast, doesn't she? Wow, very impressive. The brig looked a bit shocked there, didn't he? And I loved that line at the beginning of that sequence. Buck up, Brigadier, or something. something like that. And then, of course, the Brigadier says, don't be too far behind, Doctor. And of course, the Doctor and Joe overtake him at incredible speed. Yes, an interesting one. Again, this isn't one I can recall too much about. I've been quite interested in a few of the recent ones because some of them I have been less familiar with. So it's kind of encouraging me to perhaps, revisit the stories that perhaps I don't know as well as some of the others. But there was clearly a lot happening there. I think this one had a very touching speech made by the Doctor and delivered so wonderfully by John Pertwee later on in the story, possibly about his early childhood and home life. I can't quite remember the context of it, but certainly some very nice moments in this one, even if it is a slightly less familiar story to me. But yeah, great stuff.